All right, y'all. So the way this download came through, I have a feeling that this is pertaining to somebody within the medical field, okay? Or a specific field to where something involving like the administering of medication or certain things to patients. So I'm hearing a few different things. Someone could be getting caught for tampering with medication. I'm hearing something along the lines of giving. So this could have been something that happened on purpose or an accident. On the purpose side, I'm hearing that someone was purposefully administering the wrong medications to patients. And on the flip side, this is, I feel, part of the download I got where someone might have been under the influence on the job and not done it on purpose, but either way, there's no excuse for that. So we are picking up on a couple different situations here. Take it how it resonates for you, because we are channeling for multiple different people. The reason I felt called to bring this up is because I wanted to speak about my own experiences, and I feel like this could have something to do with part of the spiritual nature of the magic that is being sent, is in regards to, it's like this energy of someone wanted like a specific entity to body jump is what I'm hearing. So it's like wherever you go to try to get medical care, wherever you go to try to receive some type of help, 111 on the timer, and it doesn't even have to be in a medical standpoint. I'm hearing like medical negligence. So it's like someone maybe wanted you to have something that you were allergic to, or to have like an adverse reaction, or just something of that nature. It's really fucked up. Now I'm going to speak about my own experience. So when this happened, off rip, it happened to two people in my family that were in a different state. It happened to my grandmother and it happened to my cousin. And then right afterwards, it happened to me during one of my episodes where I had to be rushed to the hospital due to my medical stuff, okay? For those of you that don't know, I have been dealing with a chronic medical condition since the age of 16. It's not something I talk too much about on the platform just because I don't really want people to see me for that, but just know when I do speak on things from a medical standpoint, it's not because I haven't been through them, and that is why I'm here. That being said, I'm going to talk about one of the experiences that I had while being in the medical, or while being in the hospital, and my experience with this medical staff. In this specific instance, I remember it was a woman, and I was extremely dehydrated, so I was begging for water, and they couldn't give me water, which wasn't her fault, but it was the way. I still remember she snapped at me and basically told me I couldn't have any water and that my IV would give me the hydration that I needed. But I remember just looking around and everyone just kind of looking at her like, did you just snap at her like that? Or not even like that, but you guys get what I'm saying. You know when somebody does something out of pocket and even strangers are like, okay. So this is what really got me. I don't know if Shorty thought that I was like out of it, but I was still 100% cognizant even with the things that were going on. So mind you, I had been administered a medication back in the day that I was allergic to, right? And they're supposed to write this on patient charts, which they had that on there. And it's crazy. I can tell someone doesn't want me speaking on this because it's like when I try and speak on it, I feel my throat chakra closing up, but we're going to continue. So in this specific instance, it was already on my chart that I was allergic to a specific medication. And like I said, I don't know if Shorty thought I was out of it, which it probably was a valid thought for her to have because of the nature of what I was going through. But no, I've been through it enough times to where I'm cognizant when these things happen. So she was talking to, it was a female and a male. And she was talking to the male, and they had given me a medication and I had a bad reaction to it, right? So obviously I was allergic to that. And I literally heard her say 333 on the timer, and she said it with a smirk on her face to the man. She was like, I guess they were in the same family. Talking about the medications being in the same family. And me, even being as out of it as I was cognizant enough to be like, okay, so if you know that this medication was within the same family and I'm allergic to that, why would you give it to me? So someone could have definitely been abusing their power. This doesn't even have to be like a higher up. It could just be somebody, it's almost giving me the energy too, like, not someone who wants to be a higher up, but someone who has like a false sense of superiority or authority because of the position that they're in. So yeah, that's that. Love y'all.